And good evening. As we get into a weather evening, it looks like, as we started out this morning, 20% chance of showers, and now we have a tornado warning. As we go to what the National Weather Service, and I'll pull this up on the screen so we can read along with this, what was just issued just a few moments ago. The National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning, which has now turned into a tornado warning, rather, for northwestern Jasper County and east central Mississippi and northwestern Smith County until 4:30. A few moments ago, radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Turnerville, or 9 miles north of Stringer, moving to the northeast at 20 miles an hour. Now, this is a radar-indicated rotation, as you see there. This dangerous storm will be near Bay Springs by 3:35, so if you're in that area, seek shelter now, along with Pineville and Burns around 4:25. Montrose and Lewin also included in this area of where this will be headed. All right, let's switch and go to radar now and look at what we've got as we pull this up, so everybody in these areas will be familiar with what's going on. Again, this is a tornado warning. This is going to be Smith and Jasper counties. As we pull this up on radar now, as we take a look here, that's a little bit more visible there. Here we are, Meridian here. We got some light showers out to the west. As we go here, right in here, this is where we're looking at here. Bay Springs is included in this tornado warning. As we look at this, as we put this storm in motion, this thing is moving to the northeast as you look through this. These areas here is what we want to concentrate on. All this red areas where it's a possibility of a tornado touching down. And this is, again, radar indicated as what we've got. That is what the National Weather Service has told us. And let me drag this. This is probably going to come up on the screen. Let me pull this back out of the way to get that out of everybody's way so you can see the radar here. Again, this is until 4:30, and this is going to be 9 miles north of Stringer, moving to the northwest at 20 miles an hour. So as we look at this area here, here's Lewin here. Here's McNeil. Here's Turnerville right here. And as radar indicated, it was in that area there. So we need to be careful. If you're in any of these areas here, from Lewin back east over here to Mulberry, take cover now. Make sure to get to your safe zone. Included in this also is Montrose. This is going to be Highway 15 as you go in toward Newton County if you're headed up toward here. And again, this takes in both of these counties in this area here, just north of Silverina. So if you're in the Silverina area, you're clear of this. Raleigh also, as we go to this. New data coming in is what that says as we look at that. All right, let me close this and let me do an update to make sure that we hadn't gotten anything new from the National Weather Service that is of importance to dealing with this. Let me update here and grab another. I think it's going to be the same thing. That's a flash flood watch through Wednesday evening for portions of Louisiana is what that is talking about. And for the folks in Louisiana, they have just gotten tons and tons of rain. We've got two areas here, and as we look at this, this is south of Jackson. This is another tornado warning that has been issued also. And let's take a look at this. Here's Smith and also Jasper counties. We have a second tornado warning that is in effect this afternoon for Jefferson Davis County. That is canceled. Tornado warning remains in effect until 4 o'clock, which is about 14 more minutes for Simpson and northeastern Lawrence counties. 3:29 a few moments ago, radar indicated a thunderstorm also capable of producing a tornado near Hebron, or 12 miles south of Panola. So an afternoon of weather we have gotten here. Now, neither one of these storms are one of these that jumps out, but it's like these that we've had before that come along with these small thunderstorms, and they are capable of touching down. They are radar indicated. We have not gotten any reports that said that any of this has touched down. So it is radar indicated, but we take these storms to be serious as what they're put out from the National Weather Service. And if you're in those areas, go ahead and get to your safe place there. And as we've talked about, if you can, have your boots and things ready. This is one of those afternoons where pretty much I don't think you would be expecting this. Not at least the way the National Weather Service had told us what the weather was going to do. All of the more serious weather was going to be to the west of us. Now, let's go back out and let's take a look at this, the big picture of what we've got going on with weather. This is what, right in here is what's moved all across here, across Lake Charles area here, and just tons of rain has dumped on this area, leaving Baton Rouge and Lafayette underwater. If you hadn't seen those pictures today, it's pretty rough on those folks. So keep them in mind. And we really expected most of that weather to remain there. These storms here now, as we zoom in on the state of Mississippi, we've got these light showers here in Lauderdale County, and then they just pick up just south there of Newton County as you jump into Jasper County there. And then this one right over here in Jefferson Davis County that we've got these 2 tornado warnings this afternoon. All right, let's see here. Comments, if anybody had... all right, it should be up to where everybody can see now. That was in the beginning there. Thank you for watching. As we go down, let's see, watching. Let's see here. Somebody mentioned that there was some rough weather equipment about 30 minutes ago, but no warnings were issued. Did have some heavy rain flow through there, and we had right in this area also some pretty serious heavy rain showers come down there also. As at the moment, and I'm going through here to see if we have any more comments. This was a surprise weather event. It just kind of popped up there. So let's zoom in and take a look at our first warning that we got. And again, this is until 4:30 tonight. So we've got roughly 45 minutes remaining on this. Now, as you look at this line, the west of Monroe, northwest of Montrose, is not near as bad. They still have this listed in here, but our main threat is going to be right across here into Jasper County. This is still in there. Our lines are drawn. And let's go over what we've got. Let's zoom in on the heart of this storm in these areas here and roads where you need to pay close attention. And if you live anywhere in here, here's Lewin. And if you go there on known as Antioch Road or County Road 16, the further you go across through here, the worse the weather is going to get. You get here, and this is going to be County Road 161A. In these areas right here, the Community Baptist Church right here. This is where County Road 168 and 16 splits. All in this area here, the eye of this thing is pretty much right over that, County Road 168. And Jasper County is what we're looking at if you're just tuning in and flipping on this and watching and wondering where we are. This is Jasper County, County Road 1545 there. As we go north here, we're going to get into County Road 23. This goes north up to County Road 29 is a line, and it will go take it in Montrose and goes up north right across the county line there into Jasper County here. And as we got Smith County also, just a little bit on there in this tornado warning. Now, as you get across this imaginary line, you've got the community of Verba there. If you're in that area, I would take shelter as well with this. Now, what we don't know, this is a radar indicated tornado warning this afternoon. Does not mean that it is on the ground, but we take them as seriously as we absolutely can. So if you're in that area, seek your shelter now. Let's go back in up here on the west side of this storm. These areas here, if you're inclined, you're out of it. Pineville, you're out of it. Clear Springs, as you can see, no rain around this, and this is moving off from here as we put this in motion. At this point, all these areas here, let's back out where you can see exactly what's going on with these storms here, how they are moving this afternoon. As you see, it's pushing northward there. So all these points right through here, and this will make its way. It doesn't mean that we're going to get a warning here in this next county, but it does mean that be on your P's and Q's as you go north of here. And this is coming into the Newton area. This is south of Newton here. Montrose, the storm is on top of y'all at this point. So if you live anywhere as you come in through here, coming down out of Newton County on Highway 15, any of those areas, take this as a serious threat here this afternoon. As we look at our areas here, is all of this area across here, this is going to be the Sun community. We go east over here to this county line mark, and we cross into Jasper County, and we move down. All right, let's do an update as we look at this and get a closer look at what we've got going on here. Let me back out, because if you're just tuning in to all of this, and maps can be very confusing when it's zoomed in as to where you are. Meridian is sitting here. This is Newton. This is going to be the Montrose area here, Highway 15, Jasper County, right here, and this is Smith County. We have a tornado warning there. We have a tornado warning also out here to the west that we're watching. Let me turn this back on so we can get this listed as well. Now, this is going to be over here. Bridgeport is where this is at this moment. The National Weather Service still has that tornado warning in effect here for southwestern Simpson County is the only county remaining on that. Jefferson Davis has been dropped out of that. So we've got three counties that are remaining left in this. So this is Highway 49, Mendenhall area, Delo area, all through there. And then we move right across here, and we're going to go northwest of Silverina, Bay Springs area. It's north of Bay Springs if you follow Highway 15 there. Lewin here, all up on the Montrose area there. If you're in this area here toward Newton County, be prepared. Just keep your eyes open. Watch the storms. Get to your safe place. If you live in a mobile home, do not stay in these. These are very dangerous and can hit in a split second. And so we want everybody to absolutely be the most careful that you can be in these areas here. Again, if you're watching, share this so others can be on top of the weather situation this afternoon as we watch this come along this afternoon. Again, tornado warning, and this is going to go, and I don't think anything's been updated on our time on this. Again, this will go until 4:30 is what we're looking at from the National Weather Service. Now, as you look at this, and this has been typical of the last 2 to 3 storms that we've got, to where it didn't have an eye, to where it had these sheer storm tracks with it, and these have not. This is just an area here where the radar picked it up right in here. That it possibly could form. Now, as you zoom in on this, you've got Montrose right through here. Just to the southeast of town is where the worst of it is at this point. But anywhere in this area, this can come down. As we look at County Road 20, do you live near this? County Road 23, I don't know that I've got a ton of locations marked in this area here, Jasper County, but let's back out and look at this of where we're at. This is just to the northeast of there. This is going to be the little country corner store there in Garlandville. Eventually this rain is going to make its way across there. As we watch this make its way, it's just kind of following kind of northward through there. All right, Verba is on the outskirts of this, and it's raining hard there all through this area there at Montrose. Northwest of there and to the southwest of Montrose, we've got a lot of rain coming down here. Let's see here. Actually saw it hit. I was looking at comments. As we look through here, I don't see any comments of anybody that... And if you have encountered, if you're in this area and you have encountered something, pass that along so we can pass that on to everyone else so they'll know what is in their area there. Again, we've got 10, we've got 30, we've got roughly about 39 minutes remaining on this tornado warning. Now, this may not last. They may not extend this on any further past this. This line is getting really close to moving as you look at the storm moving out of this. So this area here, all through this area, even, let's just turn this on here as we look at our, from Montrose, if you were to go here distance-wise, and if you look at this in a circle there, anywhere if you live within 8 miles, let's call that 9 miles of there, you need to be in your safe place there just to be safe, because this storm here has very, very heavy rain coming down with it. We want everybody to be absolutely as safe as they can be in these areas here. All right, let's clear that out. All right, let's see. All right. And 352, that's the latest update that we've got on this. All right, we're watching some lighter showers in the northwest corner here as we zoom in on here. Let's look in here. Now, again, this is also in the warned area as well. This is Clear Springs, which is going to be right across that county line. All right, we do now have a new one. Now, tornado warning has just been issued for Newton County. As we look at this, the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for Jasper, Newton, and Scott counties until 4:45. 3:51, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Turnerville, or 13 miles southwest of Newton, moving north at 20 miles an hour. Radar indicated rotation with this. Dangerous debris is being caught up with that. If you're in a mobile home, again, highly stress getting out of this. This is our new lines. We've got this ending. This is going to go until 4:45, 15 minutes past this. If you'll look at the storm as we were looking from downtown Montrose, this is about a 9-mile stretch here in either direction. Of right in here is where this is. 9 miles is where it is. It's quickly moving due north out of Montrose and is going to cross into Newton County. As a matter of fact, we already have rain starting to show up in Newton County. This is going to be Lawrence here at the post office there. It's right down next to where that gas station is there in Lawrence is where this is. And we've got rain and heavy, heavy thunderstorms coming that way. All right, as you just noticed, the National Weather Service just shrunk this. This is taking Smith County out of it now. They're out of the picture. We've got just a little bit of Scott County included in this. This is the Welcome Center here coming in on the eastbound side. And this will be just east of Forest is where this is going to come up. Here in downtown Newton, here is the high school. This is Northside Drive. It's going to be just west of there that is included in this tornado warning. Now, if you'll look at this, let's follow this up here. Here's the Bethel community as we look at this. Right over in here is going to be where Myers Processing is. It's just going to be to the west of there. So y'all are in the clear as you cross I-20. Here's Lazy Boy. Here's Turkey Creek. Doesn't quite make it to there. It's going to go over to Hazel and then back over west to, this is Singleton Settlement. Y'all know what that is, in Urserytown. You're included in this tornado warning until 4:45 also this afternoon. All right, this is Tanglewood area. Y'all see this right here? This is included. This is Bartlett community. Y'all are included in this. Now, this red block here is the original tornado warning that was issued. If you were in Montrose, you needed to have already been in your tornado place, safe place. I'm getting my words twisted. I couldn't get it out. But anywhere here, Highway 15. And let's zoom in and walk up through this again of where we are. Verba, y'all are included in this also, as we mentioned earlier. We zoom in on this, and this is the city limits of Montrose. And again, these small country towns that we've got, it just covers the entire city of what we've got there. That's County Road 2347, County Road 20 over to County Road 153. If you live in these areas, you need to have already been in your safe place. As we go north, that original line stopped there, but this now extends due north. Baxter, you're right on the line just west of there. And it is raining hard at Jasper there also, as we look at that. A lot of rain coming down there in the Baxter community as we watch this. And we move up Roberts. It's flooding, heavy rain there now. And more heavier rains as it approaches that area also. Now, we go out to the west side of this storm. Bartlett, just west of there, and I'm going to say that's going to be about a mile and a half due west of Bartlett that's going to be included in this tornado warning as we go up to Buckleytown. You're included. Also, Ball Hill, you're included in this tornado warning all the way up here. And let's look at this. This right here, this is Singleton Settlement all the way up right there to, that is, I want to say Crimmon Drive, if I'm pronouncing that, as Old Highway 80. And if I'm looking at that map just right. And then this is going to take in this road right here, Russell Community Road. So if you live on that road right there and you're in this right here is Forest. That's just east of Forest as we come back across, and then we're jumping into Newton County here. Hazel, you're included in. Let's go to this north. Let's go to the eastern side of this line that we've got here in Newton County. If you live on that is Cudge Willis Road, if you live there, you need to seek shelter. Also, if you live on the Clyde, I want to say that's McCune Road. I'm getting it pretty close to what those roads are called. But if you live in that area there, you need to seek shelter now as we go down Pine Bluff right on it. So if you live even east of this road, I would pay close attention to the weather here at Pine Bluff, and you be included in this tornado warning as well. Again, at this point, we've got 48 minutes remaining on this tornado warning. Now, we just had these lines here moved up, and that's at 3:56. Let's do an update to make absolutely sure that we've got the latest the National Weather Service has given us. And while we're also looking at this, we had this tornado warning here, and it's changed a little bit also as out to our southwest. Here's Jackson and our Highway 49, these areas here. Let's take a look at what the National Weather Service is telling us here as well. I got to turn that on for that to work. All right, this tornado warning includes southwestern Rankin County and Simpson County until 5 o'clock. So it's a full hour remaining on this. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado located over Panola, moving northwest at 20 miles an hour. And this is a tornado. Radar indicated rotation, flying debris. The dangerous storm will be near, let's see, Harrisville by 4:15. We'll make it to Star by, and that's just due south. Star is just due south of Brandon. And that's going to make it there about 4:35, and the White's around 4:45. Again, that's down where Faith Hill was born and raised, in that area there. Here's Brandon up here, and you go south down in there, and that's where that storm is going to be. So y'all be careful there south of Jackson as well. Now, let's come across here and look at what the Meridian area has at this point. Kemper County, a few showers happening this afternoon. As we zoom in on this, I don't see anything that's going to turn into anything in Kemper County at this point, but we've got rain there out in Giles, drifting down to where Bodka Valley is, and across to where the Cowboy Church is, over to Highway 39. If you were coming out of Meridian, passing the Samdale Monument about right here, you get right past Blackwater, and the rain's going to pick up. We got some drizzle all through there. As we drop down into Lauderdale County, out by Lake Okeechobee, heavy rain across there, all the way over to Chet's Paint and Body, to the elementary school there at West Lauderdale. Doesn't quite make it to the high school, but it is raining there. We go out 495, 493 here, and we get out by the Hughes Telephone Company there. Heavy rain there in that sharp curve after you go around that. Watch those roads. They're 2 lanes. We got some showers just north of Freeman Tractor as well in Lauderdale County, and scattered rain throughout the rest of the county. And we move back down here into Clark County. Light showers, as we've gotten several reports of people that have been watching this afternoon of some heavy stuff that came through here a while ago. A lot of rain. I don't think any damage was reported, but it did pour down rain, hard to see, all the way down there to Shibuda in those areas. Now let's go back over to our warned area. And again, this is a thin line of what we're watching. This first one here will expire at 4:30, this area here. And as you keep noticing, the National Weather Service is shrinking this tornado warned area, because it started out down here a lot further earlier. We've moved up, still in this threatened area, all of Montrose. If you're there in that area there, all the way up to Baxter, pay close attention, all the way up here. And this is going to follow around. If you live in Calhoun, it's going to be to the west of you. If you live in Pilgrim Grove, seek shelter now. This storm will be bearing down, headed your way. And this is in the end where it's going to be headed here, toward right up here toward the Lawrence Post Office. All this storm following just due north up through here. So we want to watch that. Now let me go back over here and make sure that nothing has changed. That did not update because I didn't have that closed. I sometimes have to talk to myself to make sure I get the right things done around here. So you have to forgive me from time to time. All right, let me see here. Coastal flooding, that does not affect us. Coastal flooding, let's see. Yeah, that's Rankin County tornado there. All right, let's pull back out so you can see the entire state as we look at this. With these, you never know what's going to happen. Let's do a hard update on radar to make sure we don't have anything new. We've still got the same 2 systems. Now let's go down and let's take a look and see if we've got hail included in with this. And as we pull this up, there's no hail. Let's check our damaging wind that is occurring with these storms as well. Now we do have a little bit of that. As we look at that, even Lauderdale County has some wind. But as we come into this is going to be just south of Montrose there, in between there and Lewin. Right through there, we've had some pretty rough winds come in through there at Verba. If you all live in that area there in Jasper County, you know exactly what I mean. Newton County, this is the winds are behind you there. Morton has had a little bit south there across I-20, but nothing critical as we look at these. Now we've had some, if you'll look at this up in the northeastern corner here of Newton County, we've had some winds blowing this afternoon. Look at that. All right, now this is going to be coming out of the Collinsville area. This is Little Rock right through here, all through Purdue, Duffy, these areas, and Beulah Hubbard, that area there. Y'all have had a bunch. Even out to Chambersville has had some wind this afternoon as we look at the damaging winds that is associated with these storms as they're making their way across here. Fortunately, we have not had any hail picked up on radar with this. That's good news if you can find a silver lining of a storm when it's coming through. So we're blessed in that area. All right, getting reports now. Power out in the Cicalina area. Kristen Preston reporting that. Thank you. Let's see. What about Southeast Middle School? Southeast is here. That's not going to affect. And Shelby Wing was wanting to know about that. And there's nothing, just but light showers here in this area out in the Southeast area. So that's good news. All right, let's do this. Let me flip back, and we're going to check power outages of what we've got. You have to look at me for just a second here as I get the web page pulled up here. All right, let me flip this, and let's go back and pull this up now. All right, we've got 502 outages is what we've got here. And let's look at our counties of what we've got. Lauderdale County at this point has 579 outages. EMEPA is aware of that. Now let's zoom in on where this is. All right, this is going to be out here, as she pointed out, in the Cicalina area is exactly where this is. Let's look at our roads and just see here. Our Allen Swamp Road, if you live in that area there, and it took a hit, so it's every other time that I've spoken with EMEPA, this has all the earmarks of a tree that has hit something on Allen Swamp Road. If you've been down that road, easy to tell why that would happen. Swampy area with a bunch of trees. 577 people are out of power. It's been out for 10 minutes. I'm sure that they're working to get that back up and going. Steve Jackson said that Enterprise's graduation is tonight at 7:30. We'll go back and look at radar around that area also, is what they're telling us. But right here is our area there. 577 people in this area right here of this substation where it took a hit there at Allen Swamp Road. EMEPA most likely already working on that. Now let me go here and let's pull this up for the state and see if we've got any Woods Roads is where my house is, Susan said. Okay, y'all are talking there. The state of Mississippi has about 1,231 people without power. Let's pull this up. That is incorrect. That has not updated. This is not synced yet with what's actually happening. So that's a little old. They hadn't updated. It probably takes it a couple of minutes before it could update on that. Now, let's go back over. So we know we've got power outages. Let's go back and look at our tornado warning that we've got. Let's pull radar back up. And here we go. All right, as we zoom in on this, this line here, it is now north of Montrose. This is Montrose, and let's start at the back end of this storm and go upward and follow this. All right, that's 405. This is not the latest, so let's hit this button to make sure, since we're off on other adventures there for a second. All right, this is still considered Montrose, this area here, but this is the downtown area. This is going to be just north of there is what we've got. This is getting close to where it crosses over this initial warned area. This is County Road 251, County Road 25. If you live on, let's see here, this is County Road 2351. This is the storm is now just due north of you, and it's just very little that is involved in this first warned area. Is that line? If you'll see this square box right here, this was the first tornado warning. This will expire at 4:30. This will expire at 4:45. But we look at this, Roberts area getting pounded right now. Now, if you live in this area here, Tanglewood, y'all go ahead and seek shelter now. This is Pilgrim Grove. You need to seek shelter along with Bethel as well. And by no means do I want to overreact. I'm not that type of weather guy that overreacts and want to send people into panic. But if we're trying to save lives here, and by most of all, if you live anywhere in this area here, as this storm approaches in a mobile home, get out of there, go somewhere else. It does not take much to lift up a home and to destroy it. We've talked about precautions, being prepared, and this is one of those that came in pretty quick this afternoon. We've got enough time here for everybody that is due north here, this line, as it moves forward to get into your safe place. If you're here, you should be there now. North of there, go ahead, Tanglewood, Bartlett, Bethel, anywhere up here through Lawrence, y'all need to seek your shelter now. As we follow this all the way up here in this north end of Hazel community. These areas here do need to do that. They can be very dangerous. Tornadoes you can see them off in the distance, and one can touch down in a split second and do so much damage, and it's just horrific of what a tornado will do. As we look at this, now this watch box just got updated from the National Weather. See how much smaller that is now? We're still watching this storm over here southwest of Braxton, and these areas here headed toward Florence, and these areas here. This is still a tornado warning here also. 2 counties still remaining on that until 5 o'clock this afternoon, And again, that's going to be the Rankin and northwestern Simpson County that are involved in that tornado warning. This is the D-Low community. It's just due west of there, of the big picture of things. All right, let's back out here and let everybody see where we are statewide of what we've got going on. We've got light showers down at the coast. We're still watching some of this rain around here. Baton Rouge, it's still dumping tons of water. All right, we zoom back in on this, and as we'll look at this, this has shrunk considerably, this original warned area, and it's following this storm right here is what they're doing. This is the tail end of it as it heads north into Newton County. Downtown Newton County, this is going to be to the west of you as we watch this storm. Again, tornado warnings with this. If you're just now coming aboard watching this, thanks to Braxton Scarborough, you're watching from Collinsville. We appreciate that. Now, as we said, the graduation is coming in for Enterprise tonight. And this is, if you turn on your locations, I'll show you where Enterprise High School is. This is where the tornado warning is. This is going to be Enterprise School sitting right here. As you see back here, there's a good chance it's going to be light showers through then. As this drifts up, there's more and more back through here. It could be a damp one. We hope that it will end by then. We'll have to watch. That's only 3.5 hours out, and they'll have to make a decision before then, long before then, to get everybody accommodated to move to a gym or whatnot. We watch these here. It could build into more and come across there. And I know that it's kind of thrown across there with all these locations. Let's zoom in and see what we've got here. Again, this is the Lawrence Post Office. This is what we've got left of the tornado warned area that moved through Montrose just a little bit ago. All right, let's zoom in and look at our roads of what we've got here this afternoon here. All right, this is County Road 23 as we go north. That's right in that area there. This is County Road 24. And the big picture of what we're looking at, here's the county line right here. This is coming out of Jasper County. This is Montrose. This is Garlandville. It's due west of Garlandville. It's just barely taken in this northwest corner here. If you live over in this, anywhere in this area here in Jasper, seek shelter now. As we cross over that county line, let's put this area here of where this is from the county line. Let's do our distance here. If you were to start right through here at the county line, this goes roughly 5 miles into Newton County right now of where that tornado warned area is. If you go to this way, we're looking at 6. All the way up to the interstate is about 8 miles is what we're looking at. So we've got this area. If you live within 5 miles of the county line at this point, you should be in your safe zone now. As we move past this, all of these areas, let me turn this distance tool off and clear that out. As you move past this, as you go across I-20 here, y'all need to be in your safe zone as well and be protected. And again, keep away from windows. They're very dangerous. Debris can fly through those. And I don't know how many times, if you've really paid attention to when tornado starts throwing things, it can take a 2x4 and it'd be one of the most deadliest weapons that are out there. I've seen them go through telephone poles. They're rough. So that's why I say seek shelter, stay away from your windows, get in your hall. If you have no other choice there and the bathroom is as closest to the hall as you can get to your bathroom, get in that tub, those areas there. Away from windows is a key there. If you're in a mobile home, don't stay in it. You need to go somewhere else. All right, as our radar updates here, that's 412. That is the very latest there. Again, we're looking until 4:45. So we have roughly 33 minutes remaining on this. All right, let me do a update. Let me pull this back out here and see what else. Go over here and close this program so we can pull up another one. There's several of those going off, and I just want to make sure there's nothing that is too serious here. Make sure nothing new has been added, just to be on the safe side. All right, and let's go down here and open that up. Okay, that's nothing new on that. That is the same that we had just a few moments ago. All right, let's pull this out where you can see this a little bit better. But as you can tell, this watch box has become smaller of the tornado warning. It is shrinking in size. It does not show, if you'll notice all of this, if you look at your scale, let me show you the legends up here as you get into your rain there. Most of our area here, right here in these two areas here, have the worst that are involved in this. We don't see any black areas, which is good. Let's zoom in on our areas that we want to pay close attention to. All right, this is the Bethel community. If you're in Bethel, you already need to be in your safe place now. Pilgrim Grove, all through here. Let's go west of here and look at where this storm is sitting here as we cut across here. This is going to be Bethel Roberts Road. If you live there on Nance Hill Road, pouring down rain on you now. It is a very heavy rain, probably that where you can't hardly see the road. This goes over here to Gordy Road. As we go across to Moffett Road and we go due north of there, Tanglewood Road. This is the Tanglewood community, and this is Tanglewood Road, and where it joins in there, right there at the Ponderosa Road. If you live in those areas there, this storm is approaching. Now, we're seeing showers downtown Newton there, but, and again, this is to the west of there, the Warren area. Here's the high school there to where Newton County High sits. And this is, again, right over here at Lawrence. Y'all are right in the path of this storm, and it's coming near y'all. Lake is involved in this, as you sitting right there on the county line. And this goes over to Donahue is what we're looking at. Here's downtown Forest. It's going to be due east of y'all. Back over here to Donahue is where this is. All these areas of settlement, Dennis Settlement, Little Italy. Y'all are also in this warned area to this afternoon, this tornado warning. And the extreme eastern side of it, here's Turkey Creek right here. And I know y'all been there several times, dumping buckets of rain right here where Lazy Boy is. So if you're in the Lazy Boy area, a lot of rain there. All right, as we come up through here, let's go up here to this corner here and take a look here. We've got a lot of rain. This is where the tornado warned area ends, right here. This is going to be Pine Bluff Road. This is going to be Dodge Willis Road. Cudge Willis Road is where that is. I looked at that wrong. That's our warned area this afternoon. So it's a bunch of area and ground to cover. Again, this is until 4:45 this afternoon. So now we have 30 minutes remaining on this. Now, they have not moved this all the way out of Jasper County due to this storm that is still sitting right here at the county line. We look at this, and it is still heavy, intense rain coming down with that. Now, let's do another update right there at the county line and see what we come up with. Now, moving nearly this entire storm. So I expect them to cancel this watch box here in the next few moments and concentrate on Newton. And as you look at this, it's just barely there stretching into Jasper County. Here's the Roberts community, and just due west of Roberts as you come across here and you start zooming in on this road here. This is going to be Logan Road, also the Moffett Road area along in here, still in this tornado warned area. And it pretty much stays solid, heavy rain all the way up to Lawrence. Look at that. Stretching over east to Bethel. Y'all have a lot of this. Pilgrim Grove, the rain is just to the northwest of y'all, if you'll look here. As we move in between here and Bethel there, if you zoom in on this road, this is Bethel Roberts Road, and then Franklin Evans Road, Wesley Road, right through there. Pouring rain on y'all, and y'all are under this tornado warning. Now, this is the leading edge of this storm is right at I-20 now. As you zoom in here, and let's look at this. This is Lawrence, where the post office is. If you'll look at this right there. If you go straight across there through the pine trees, we've got a road here. But this area through here, this is going to be Lawrence, Hazel Road, McGowan Road. And we also take in Greeny Morrow Road. In our area there, where it comes right up on I-20, and this is getting ready to cross over. So Ebenezer community, y'all be prepared for the storm that is approaching y'all as well. Now again, the intensity has died down a lot since this storm began, when it was a first warned area there. It's nearly all out of this. This is all but over right here. Let's do an update there. Yeah, it's just barely any storms left in that original watch box. They'll push this watch box up here in just a moment here from the National Weather Service. Now let's back out and let's take a look here We have our second tornado warned area. This is Highway 49. This is the Braxton community. This is Florence. This is due south. This is Terry, and this is Florence. It's just due south of there, this tornado warned area there. And this includes the King area, if you're watching from that area there. As we come down, we've got Rexford, Gamma. All of these areas are included in Touchstone. All of this is included in this other tornado warning that we have this afternoon that will conclude at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Right there. That's our area there. All right, let's back out and take a look at what we've got also stirring across here. Let's start here at Kemper and work our way back down and look at all of our different areas of what we've got going on this afternoon. If you've got a question, feel free to drop a pin up here and put a note, and I'll do my best to answer it if I know the answer to it. And if I don't, I'll be honest about it. All right, as we look at this, let's begin here in Kemper County. This is going to be, we've got some heavy storms out here that are still dumping rain. If you're going to be out here near Bennsville, this is the United Methodist Church. It's moved north of Giles. We've got a little bit around Scuba there at the football field there. In between, as you go west to DeKalb, this is going to put it about where the landfill is here. This is Townsend Road as you go down through here. We've got it just east of downtown Scuba as we, DeKalb rather, and then we go west out here. We got out here to the community center there where the swimming pool is. And we got a little bit of rain there in Cleveland. As we go south to Damascus and we get into Lauderdale County, this is going to be just north of the Superstop and Mr. Ralph's house there in Lauderdale. We've got showers right there at the county line. Dalewood is here. It's due north of y'all, and this is going to be that Cuba Road that goes on over to Cuba, Alabama. But that northeastern corner of Lauderdale County getting poured on as you move over here just west of York, Alabama, Millville. Y'all are getting rain coming out of Lauderdale County also. And just east of Cuba, out here in the Pines, a lot of that northwest of Livingston. That's a big storm there. We, as I said, they have now canceled, if you're in here in Jasper County, you're out of the warned area now. It's now in Scott and also Newton County until 4:45 is what we're looking at. They have moved that watch box area up, and it is shrinking. We are getting rain here around Decatur, downtown Decatur now, all around the school. And this over here is going to be the Newton County High School. Rain is just to the north of you at that first red light. As we look at that, Turkey Creek getting some rain there in those areas there. The Jeff community, Pine Bluff, it's just passed, but you've got another round of rain coming your way in just a moment. As we move here now, this was the Lawrence Post Office right here. It is now due west of the warned area. This has shifted to the northwest, the tornado warning here. Now, in these areas, and let's go over here. Here's Roberts here. Is right on the line. This is the back end of the storm as it moves into Newton County there. We move into the Moffett Road area. Due north, we follow this over to Tanglewood. Y'all are still in this, and Bartlett is still under this tornado warning. As you can see, this is pretty much the warned area. They put this area out here on this west side of to be precautionary. Muskron, Donahue, these areas here. But as we've watched this storm, let's back out and look at this, and let's put this into motion, how the storm is moving. As you'll see, it's moving straight up through here, this area right through here. This is the motion of this storm. So as you look at this, this is 20 here. We've got rain right here as it comes across I-20. So these areas here, this is Lake. Y'all are in this this watch box area for this tornado warning. Little Italy, all of these areas here, Hazel. Y'all need to seek shelter now. Have I, and being honest, have I seen storms that looked a whole lot worse than this? Absolutely, I have. But we treat this as a serious storm. The National Weather Service issued this as being a radar indicated tornado warning. So we watch this, we follow it. We've got what that'd be 15, 30. We got about 28 minutes roughly remaining on this as it comes about here. Give or take a couple of minutes there on this tornado warning there. We look over here at Rose Mobile Homes, pouring down a lot of rain there. Downtown Decatur getting their fair share of rain this afternoon as well. Let's look over here at Clark County. Pretty much the northern end of Clark County right now is light shower activity. Right here is where we've got Clarko State Park. There was pretty much a bad wreck there, though, the afternoon. Always a wreck happening somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, Clay Banks pointed out that was west of Newton, and that's where that is. of what we've got over there. That tornado warning there west of Newton is where that is. We've go back into Clark County here, and this is going to be south of downtown Equipment here. As we go down through the DeSoto area, as you go further in here, here's DeSoto. You get down to Summerall, and just east of Summerall, we've got a lot of rain coming down there. Also, as we go back west, Detwalder, and then Nancy community, some light rain. And then we get back into Jasper County here across Heidelberg, and we go across here where Lake Edmond is, and Bay Springs has got some heavier rain. And then we move back over here. We're still watching this. This is the Mendenhall area, Delo area. But the tornado warned area runs right up to Florence, and it's just to the southeast of Terry. And this is going to last until 5 o'clock to this afternoon is what we're watching on this. And this storm also has shrunk a lot over the last few moments. Let's go back and check on this. Now, as you look at this storm is dwindling down. I can see that. I'm not sure that this will make it all the way to 445. Let's see, that's the latest update. Let's do one more time just to make absolutely sure that there's nothing new with that. Yeah, that is still following that. And again, this is Tanglewood. It's going to be due east of Tanglewood as we look at this area here. This is Lawrence. It's a lot of rain coming down in Lawrence here at the post office. The warned area is going to be let's look at these roads here. Here sits the post office about right here. This is the Mason Dennis Road, all the way back over here to Whitehead Road. Now, radars, and you have to keep in mind, a radar is as accurate as they can be. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk of the tornadoes that came through the Jackson area a couple of weeks ago, and the water tower that was installed in Brandon that was brought up that said that possibly could be blocking the radar the way it picks up storms, and that may have had some indication as to why that tornado was not picked up a while back when that tornado rolled through Jackson a few weeks ago. It does block it a little bit. I don't know what they're going to do in the end, but we're still showing here, and I say that to say that although something picks up anywhere within 2 to 3 miles of an area that you see, treat it as it's still being as a tornado, because you never can tell. It's Mother Nature that you're dealing with, and as well as technology is, it can be a little wrong. Always can be. So anywhere in here, this Lawrence area here, take that as a serious deal. Although our line is just to the west of here, we still have to treat that as it possibly could be a tornado that could touch there. All right, that's good news. The tornado warning has just expired. Is that not great news? That is. Newton County has expired. That is over. I would expect this one also to be coming, canceling out here in the next few moments here. In a moment or two also here that we've got issued here. This storm here has also shrunk major in the last few moments. It's not near as bad as it was a few moments ago. As we look at that, and that's going to go until 5 o'clock over here to the west. All right, let's go back. I'm not gonna bail on this yet because we want to make absolutely sure that something else doesn't pop up. But thank heavens that tornado warning has gone down. Let's just go down. We're going to go over here and talk about our rain, and then we'll do another scan to make sure nothing happens before we break loose on any of this. And as we talk about these different storms, remember, if you want a little peace of mind, talk to our friends at Precast. They build tornado shelters here locally. They're really good at what they do, and if you want one that you can go to and not have to worry about it, talk to them today. Very affordable. They're made here in Meridian. That's the Precast Group. Talk to them. They'll help you there. Get exactly what you're looking for. Now, as we go to Kemper County, this is riding right here at Sugarlock. Here's Sugarlock Lumber Company. Down here where you're going to have the Dollar General. We go east here just above Bennsville, and we're showing where these showers are right there on the county line. This is going to be where White Horse Mountain is. I know a lot of you know where I'm talking about. White Horse. Beautiful out in that area there with the limestone. This is going to go up to Cooksville. In those areas, as we come down through Millington, we got, this is Lover's Lane right here. This is Giles. This is going to be Lover's Lane right across here. Some heavy rain there, and that's going to run up to Sunflower Road and then back over here to Old Highway 45. As we go south, we see some showers north of DeKalb, and we come down. This is going to be Highway 45. After you go through Lauderdale, and you get right there on top of that hill, and you come down it into Kemper County there, the rain is going to be heavy there before you get to 2 Mile Bottom. This is a couple hills before you get to 2 Mile Bottom right here. We come on down. We're getting a break here in most parts of Lauderdale County, and we have a small shower here right in Neshoba County, hovering there on Kemper County as we look at Newton County, where the tornado warning just ended, and we're looking good. Highway 15 due north in between Decatur and Union. We've got some showers, nothing bad. Is some heavy spots. It's a 2-lane road. Be careful. As we come here, still this remnants of what was a tornado warning a little bit ago all around this area here at Lawrence. Look at the rain that is still there. It's a lot of it. Downtown Newton is clear of the rain, so that's good. We got light rain. Let me back up and don't mistake in what I said there. It is light rain there, but the heavy rain lies due west of there at 20 before you get over to the Welcome Center. We go south into Jasper County, looking good. As we come over to Clark County, we're starting to show some showers here. This is going to be Pachuta if you're taking this back way into equipment here, and this is going to be right here at Harmony Baptist Church there on Highway 18. Some showers right along there, stretching northward to Elwood. So we've got more showers there. As we come across Jones Junior College, some light showers. Raleigh, some showers. This is the only thing that we've got left on radar this afternoon. Let me turn this off where you can see the big picture here. This is the only, this will run out in approximately 30 minutes, but I don't think they will let that, look at the size of this, how this has dwindled down. As you'll notice, this storm here to the right at Braxton looks to be more powerful than still the warned area that is until 5 o'clock. That will most likely fade out here in the next few moments. So we've watched that very closely. As you look back down through here, the Baton Rouge area, still a lot of showers. All right, hang on here. Let me go back and let's take a look at what we've got going on with our power outages. Let me see if I can find that and open that back up. And go to EMEPA and see what we've got at this point. Our last count was at 582. We've got a couple of customers back on as we pull this up. 578 people are without power, and this is still out in the Collinsville area here. If you'll let me zoom in on here to take a look at this. This is going to be Allen Swamp Road is where this is, and it took a hit right there. So we've got, and what it says is 577 meters. And the reason the term meters is said is like if you've got a home and maybe you've got a beauty shop in the yard, or if you've got a shop out back, that counts as a meter. So it's a little extra, but that's still a lot of folks. 577 there is the terminology that is used on that, but without power right there. And then we'll double check our counties, and Lauderdale's still the only one showing up on EMEPA, and I'm sure that by now they've got, I was just checking to make sure I hadn't gotten any messages. Not now on that. Yeah, no, nothing new on that. So that is good news as it comes about. All right, I want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors that help us out with this each and every time. They're wonderful folks, and these are folks that live and work with you, go to church with you. Spend money with them when you've got to spend money. Look out for those guys. They look out for you. Great folks in our community, and a big thank you to each one of them. And let me thank everybody for joining us in. Should some more severe weather break out, we'll go back live and do this street by street to make sure that you're safe as it comes near your home. That's a conclusion and a wrap-up of our weather here. And as always, send a message if you've got a question. And I appreciate y'all so much. We appreciate you, and we'll let you get back to what you were doing. Again, light rain. Be careful as you're driving. Enterprise has their graduation tonight, and I assume that if Enterprise, no, that's a different school district when you get into equipment, isn't it? So I'm not sure when their graduation will be. But congratulations to all of the seniors out there. Lauderdale County had theirs last night, and each one of the counties are doing theirs. Just be careful as you're out and about with these wet streets. Again, thank you so much, and a big thank you to all the sponsors that make this happen when we do severe weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by